Good evening and welcome to the SHS Senior Awards night. Tonight is a very exciting night for many individuals watching this video. The scholarship contributors, teachers, staff, parents, and most importantly, our seniors. I want to extend a thank you to all those contributing awards and scholarships tonight. I am very excited to share with you that over $44,000 in local scholarships alone will be awarded by the end of this evening. It is fantastic to witness a community surrounding and supporting our seniors as they chase their dreams and reach success. I can say with absolute certainty that the individuals receiving scholarships or recognition tonight absolutely deserve it because of the hard work that they have dedicated to academics, athletics, and service over the last 4 years. The fact that the ceremony is being held virtually should not detract from the tremendous work these students have done and the great generosity shown by our donors. We will have some contributors who shared a video presentation with us and others who shared a script that I will read throughout the ceremony. So first, I would like to congratulate our local college and university scholarship winners. Congratulations to the following students who have been awarded scholarships from various local colleges and universities. Ashlyn Bennett and Mina Corkle, who both received the Red Bird Academic Scholarship at Illinois State University. Gerry Hirschberger, who received the Presidential Scholarship, and Avery Still, who received a scholarship to play basketball at Lakeland College. Cheyenne Hunter was awarded the Merit Scholarship from Blackburn College. Catherine Kite received the Founders Scholarship and Kranz Merit Award from Elmhurst College. Maggie McLaughlin received the Distinguished Merit Scholarship and EIU Merit Scholarship, and Adelie Nichols received the Presidential Scholarship from the Honors College at Eastern Illinois University. Go Panthers. Aiden Short received the National Buckeye Scholarship from The Ohio State University. Caitlin White received the Cougar Pride Scholarship from Southern Illinois University, Edwardsville. Congratulations, all students, and they are very well-deserved scholarships. Now on to the announcements of the local scholarship recipients. We will begin with the American Legion Scholarship presented by Mike Keown.
On behalf of the members of the American Legion Post 68, I am proud to present our scholarship for this virtual awards program for the senior class of 2020. And for me personally, I'd like to note that I was part of the Sullivan High School class of 1967. I'd like to wish all of you good luck as you pursue your futures. I'd like to spend a minute or two to talk about our American Legion Post. Most people call us the Sullivan American Legion, but we were originally chartered as Moultrie County American Legion Post 68. On July 4th, 1919, World War I veterans of Moultrie County assembled at the Moultrie County Courthouse to sign and submit their application to form an American Legion Post. And this past year, we celebrated our 100-year anniversary. Most of you seniors have seen our post members leading the 4th of July parade, the Memorial Day parade, the homecoming parade, although this year we asked the Boy Scouts to lead your homecoming parade. Or you have seen us present and raise the American flag at your elementary school Veterans Day program. And some of you have seen our members raising the American flag at the start of your home varsity football games. And some of you have witnessed our post members at funerals, as we honor a deceased veteran by folding the American flag and presenting it to their family, and performing a 21-gun salute and taps, again, to honor a fellow veteran. We have 350 members that include our post veterans, our ladies auxiliaries, and Sons of the American Legion. These parades and programs and funeral services, as well as this scholarship presentation, are some of the ways our post 68 helps to support Americanism in our community. If you were a Cub Scout or a Boy Scout, you had functions at our American Legion building. the use of the building was donated. If you took your ACT test, it was at the American Legion. The use of the building was donated. If you have donated blood to the American Red Cross, most likely it was at the American Legion, and the use of the building was donated. These are other ways our American Legion shows our support for the Sullivan community. This year, we received 18 applications for our grant. We process all the applications through a trustees review committee and then a selection committee. I'd like to thank Sullivan High School Principal Dan Allen, as he has been very helpful with the collection of applications from Sullivan High School. This year, our post is awarding 2 scholarships, and both awards are going to December's of Post members. One of the awards is going to a student in Chatham, Illinois, and one is being awarded to a Sullivan High School senior, Aaron Garvey. Congratulations, Aaron.
Thank you, Mike. Next is the Barbara Steffens Scholarship presented by Gerry Wood.
Hello and welcome to my house. This video is such a large undertaking, I needed a complete staff in order to do it. We have Rick Wood, he's on sound. We have Sam Wood, they're on video. And we have my wife, who is the director, because she loves to tell me what to do. Barbara Steffens, at only 10 years old, entered her first professional golf match. She didn't win, but she was extremely thankful for the opportunity. She moved to Villa Grove as a freshman, where her father, Larry Steffens, was a professional greenskeeper and the professional golfer at the Tri-City Country Club. But when she turned a senior, her senior year, she moved to Sullivan, Illinois. This was a traumatic event, but she was so thankful for the people of Sullivan because the Sullivan community embraced her, as they do, not as an outsider, but one of their own. She was only here for 1 year before being named the valedictorian of her class and moving on to Stetson University in 1952. She was on the women's golf team and studied physical education for the scholarship, but a business degree for her life. In 1953, she moved to the University of Colorado in order to finish that degree in business. But ask yourself, why would a woman who lives in California give away a $1,000 scholarship to the people in Sullivan who she left over 60 years ago? Well, this is what she said. I could not have attended college if it had not been for my golf scholarship. Sullivan, I want to thank you for getting me started on what has been a most fulfilling life. This year's recipient of the Barbara Steffens Award is Aaron Garvey. Aaron was on the varsity basketball and varsity baseball teams as freshman through senior year. He was also in the National English Honor Society his sophomore through senior year, the National Honor Society his junior and senior year, and in Spanish Club his sophomore through senior year. He also had a GPA of 3.765 and was number 7 in his class. To Mr. Garvey, I want to say congratulations. And Barbara Steffens would also like to thank you for being an outstanding athlete and honor student by giving you this award.
Thank you, Gerry. The Sullivan Education Association Scholarship will now be presented by Don Lockwood.
Good evening. This is Don Lockwood, and I'm currently serving as the past president of the Sullivan Education Association. I'm here this evening to present a $500 scholarship sponsored by your teachers, the members of the Sullivan Education Association. We give this scholarship annually to a graduating senior who's going to be preparing for a career in education. It is our belief that if we are investing in these young people, we are investing in our future. Tonight I'm here to recognize a tremendous young man who will be making a difference in the lives of young people someday in his very own classroom. And when he enters that classroom, he'll do so with a wealth of educational experience, as he has served as a co-teacher with me with my Intro to Ag Industries class for the past 2 years, and he has co-taught my Exploratory Ag class this past year. Watching him interact with my youngest students reminds me that what we teach is not nearly as important as who we teach, and he has learned that lesson well, and it will pay dividends for him when he enters his very own agricultural classroom. I'm very proud to recognize and present the Sullivan Education Association Scholarship to Zane Gardner. Congratulations, Zane.
Thank you, Mr. Lockwood, and thank you for your many years of tremendous service to our school and our community. We now have the David Elsie Memorial Scholarship, which will be presented by Scott Bales.
Okay, I'd like to welcome everybody to the presentation of the David Elsie Memorial Scholarship for 2020. The David Elsie Memorial Scholarship is awarded annually to a deserving high school graduating senior who displays the traits of sportsmanship, determination, and enthusiasm. David Elsie graduated in the SHS class of 1986 following a successful high school career in athletics and academics. Among his greatest accomplishments while a student at SHS was helping his track team to a runner-up finish at the IHSA State Track and Field Finals at EIU. His name is listed first on that second place trophy, and his triple jump leap of 45 feet, 10 1/2 inches is a proud school record that remains to this day. He was a great all-around three-sport athlete who helped his team win a regional in basketball, and he signed on to play football at Millikan University. I first met Dave when I was his high school student coach for future Redskins intramurals basketball. He was a sixth grader. I was a junior. Our team won the championship that year, one of many championships he would go on to win. David signed up for the United States Air Force when he became restless in college and desired a change in philosophy and scenery. He experienced the Panama conflict and Operation Desert Storm. He came back home a changed man. He actually gave up an opportunity to serve in Alaska by trading places with one of his newfound friends from basic training. David chose to go to a war zone in Panama in order for his friend, who was a married man, to be able to be safe in Alaska. That was classic Dave. David married Jody Martin in 1996, and he was blessed to become the father to two beautiful girls, Abby and Allie, who were his pride and joy. He was proud to coach his two girls and their friends in softball, soccer, and basketball. He was at his best when he was around his family and friends. Whatever the circumstance, whatever the crowd, David Elsie met the situation and the people with enthusiasm, concern, and energy. His positive attitude could not help but affect those he was with, and could not help but influence the situation and aid in bringing out the best in everyone. It was with this same attitude that David was honored to be a bone marrow donor less than 9 months before his passing to a three-year-old boy from another state. David's gift saved this young boy's life. This is one more example of why David Elsie was known as a man of honor and integrity. David was a man who, once you met him, you could never forget it. This is why he continues to live in the memories and in the hearts of his family and friends. And now, to present this year's winner are David's daughters, Abby and Allie.
The David Elsie Memorial Scholarship goes to
Kirsten O'Neill.
Thank you, girls. I'd like to thank all of the applicants and Abby and Allie for helping us out today. And good luck to everyone as they venture forth in life after high school. Thank you once again.
Thank you, Coach Bales. Next is the Jibby and Ruth Florini Educational Scholarship presented by Susie Crawford.
Hi, I'm Susie Crawford, and I'm Giulio and Jibby Florini's daughter. And this scholarship is in memory of them. Giulio, Jibby, and Ruth Florini lived in small communities all of their lives. My dad's parents immigrated from Italy when they were young, passing through the halls of Ellis Island. He was the son of a Nokomis coal miner. Jibby was the first child in his family to further his education beyond high school by attending Sparks Business College in Shelbyville, Illinois. Mom and Dad believed with hard work and an education, anything was possible. This is where their strong commitment to give back to the community began. Jibby and Ruth have been blessed with a loving family and many friends. They never knew a stranger. They loved all youth and saw them as the future of any community. They were active in supporting all avenues of the Sullivan School District. This year, the Jibby and Ruth Florini Scholarship is going to be awarded to someone who has the same passion as I did in teaching early childhood education. I'm very happy to announce that the recipient is Mina Korkel. Congratulations.
Thank you, Susie. The Christina Sanders Memorial Scholarship will now be presented by Blake Sanders.
Hello, my name is Blake Sanders, and tonight I will be presenting the Christina Sanders Memorial Scholarship. Christina was the daughter of Carrie and Debbie Sewell and sister to Curtis Sewell. Christina was a lifelong member of the Sullivan community and attended Sullivan schools, where she was a member of the graduating class of 2003. After high school, Christina attended Lakeland College and Eastern Illinois University. After graduating from EIU with a bachelor's degree in elementary education, Christina continued on and later earned her master's degree from EIU as well. After graduating from college, Christina was thrilled to accept a position as a first grade teacher at Sullivan Elementary School, where she taught for 7 years, from 2008 until 2015. Christina and I were married from 2011 to 2015 and have one son together named Connor. From the very beginning of her teaching career, Christina understood the impact that just one teacher could have on so many lives during the course of a career. And she never took that fact lightly, and she always gave 100% to every student each and every day. So, as a family, we thought that it was only fitting to memorialize Christina with a scholarship in her name for a graduating senior who will be majoring in education. This year, we are proud to present the Christina Sanders Memorial Scholarship to Zane Gardner. Zane will be pursuing a degree in agriculture education and a career as an ag teacher. Congratulations, Zane, on being selected as the 2020 recipient of the Christina Sanders Memorial Scholarship.
Thank you, Blake. Next is the L.J. Hollenbeck Memorial Track Scholarship presented by Ryan Aikman.
Good evening. My name is Ryan Aikman, and I'm the athletic director here at Sullivan High School. And it is my honor to give the recipient this evening of the L.J. Hollenbeck Memorial Track Award. A little bit about the award. The award is given annually in memory of L.J. Hollenbeck, whose nickname was Lefty. And he was an SHS graduate of the class of 1939. And he was also an outstanding athlete in both basketball and track. He held a school record in the 880-yard dash for 58 years, and he was a National Honor Society member and also received the Good Citizenship Award here at Sullivan High School. During his lifetime, he maintained a lively interest in the track athletes, encouraging them to give their best to the sport, to display not only an outstanding athletic ability, but also dedication, courage, and good sportsmanship in all areas of their lives. This award is established to encourage the encouragement of these principles in the track athletes, and is also given to individuals that plan to further their education and or demonstration of a lifelong interest in learning. This year's recipient is a 4-year member of our Sullivan High School cross-country and track programs. She has also recently announced her intention to attend Elmhurst College to continue to run cross-country and track. It gives me great privilege to present this award to Catherine Kite. Congratulations, Catherine.
Thank you, Mr. Aikman. The Sullivan Women's Civic Club scholarships will be presented by Becky Lawson.
I am honored to represent the Sullivan Civic Women's Club. For more than 30 years, this group has awarded scholarships to graduating seniors from Sullivan High School. More than $50,000 in scholarships have been given through the profits of the club's only fundraiser, the Homecoming Chili Supper. This year, I am honored to present scholarships to 6 outstanding seniors on behalf of the Sullivan Civic Women's Club. It was a very difficult decision because there were many very deserving applicants. Our first recipient has been a part of an EHS, NHS, and Spanish club while also participating in several sports at Sullivan High School. He plans on attending EIU to begin his journey on becoming a physical therapist. We are happy to award a scholarship to Mr. Aaron Garvey. This exceptional young woman has been involved in cheerleading and EHS, NHS, and student council while in high school. She also represented Sullivan High School at the American Legion Auxiliaries Girls State. She has been admitted to the Honors College at EIU, where she will major in biochemistry. Eventually, she hopes to become a doctor. We are happy to award a scholarship to Miss Adelie Nichols. This talented young lady has been involved in NHS and EHS, Spanish Club, WISE, Scholastic Bowl, and band while attending Sullivan High School. She plans on going to Blackburn College, where she will major in biology. In the future, she wants to be a disease researcher. We are happy to award a scholarship to Miss Cheyenne Hunter. This next young woman has been very involved in her 4 years at SHS, a member of the cross-country team, track and field team, singers and EHS, NHS, student council, FCCLA, FCA, and many other groups. She will attend Elmhurst College and plans to become a psychiatrist. We are happy to award a scholarship to Miss Catherine Kite. Our next young woman has participated in basketball and softball while at Sullivan High School. She plans on going to EIU to obtain a degree in early childhood education. We are happy to award a scholarship to Miss Kirsten O'Neill. Our final recipient has been involved in cheerleading, track and field, and NHS. A member of the Army National Guard, she plans on studying nursing at Eastern Illinois University and hopes to become a surgical nurse. We are happy to award a scholarship to Miss Jessica Williamson. Congratulations to all of our scholarship winners, and to everyone else out there. Hope you can come to the Chili Supper this fall and help support these scholarships. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Lawson. Next is the Ellsworth and Nellie Lehman Collegiate Scholarship presented by Trudy Andsager.
Hello, my name is Trudy Andsager. I am here to present our scholarship in memory of my parents, Ellsworth and Nellie Lehman. The Ellsworth and Nellie Lehman Collegiate Scholarship was started on a cold December day when my husband gave it to me as a birthday gift. I can't even tell you how special it was to me. Probably the best birthday gift I've ever received. To be able to honor my parents every single year and to give a scholarship in their memory to a high school senior who is on their way to college from a town that my parents both loved and lived in their entire lives is absolutely wonderful. With that said, I truly feel like my 5 siblings and myself were the luckiest kids in the world to grow up in Sullivan and be parented by 2 people who were so strong in character, honesty, and love. Both my parents grew up with very little as far as finances go. By the time my dad was a sophomore in high school, both of his parents had passed away. He had 2 older brothers, but they were both away at the war at the time. So all alone, my dad lived in the motel on West Jackson Street. He worked for the motel owner to pay for his room, and he also started working at the local grocery store to make extra money. Through hard work and determination, 9 years later, he became the grocery store manager. 8 years following that, in 1960, he partnered with Burl Jivinen to purchase a small IGA grocery store. Through the years, they relocated the grocery store 2 times and remained owners until they sold the current-day Sullivan IGA in 1992. What an entrepreneur he was. A man who basically had nothing. No parents, no nearby siblings, no money, but yet he worked really, really hard. He was honest as the day is long, and he made his way through life becoming a very successful businessman. He served Sullivan as mayor from 1967 to 71. He employed and mentored countless Sullivan youth and adults, and he was the awesome father of 6 college-educated children. My mom was one of 8 children, again poor by money standards, but rich in the love of a strong, close family that carried her through her 81 years of life. She was a true Christian woman who would help anyone who needed anything, always putting others before herself. She not only parented the 6 of us, but many times had numerous nieces and nephews and neighborhood kids at our house to take care of as well. She volunteered her time through scouts, ball teams, the church, the IGA bakery, and just many, many more Sullivan activities. She truly was the rock for all of us, including my dad, allowing him to be able to create his successful business. Together, they were amazing parents and the best examples ever. So I am happy to present this scholarship to Andrew Kirk in my parents' honor. When I first read Andrew's essay, I was excited to see how he had started his own lawn business at 8 years old and built it up over the years through hard work to make money for college. He mentioned how his lawn business helped him to learn how to work with people as well as to become a part of the community. To me, that's what life is really all about. Work for what you want and be good to people along the way. My parents taught us manners and how to be thankful for what we're given. Andrew's final words to me on his scholarship essay were words of thanks. That really impressed me, and I just want him to know how very much I appreciated that. Even though I don't know you personally, Andrew, I see that as a sign of good character. I wish you the absolute best at Indiana State University as you study mechanical engineering. Have fun, work hard, and always, always remember where you came from.
Thank you, Trudy. We now have the Delmar Elder Scholarship presented by Janet Ernst.
Good evening. Delmar Elder, my father, who graduated from Sullivan High School in 1926, started his teaching career in rural one-room schools in or around Moultrie County. He was not only the teacher of 1st through 8th graders, he arrived at school early enough to light the stove, and also served as playground supervisor. As rural schools began to dwindle, he accepted a job as an elementary teacher and building principal at Powers Elementary School in Sullivan, which was located where the CVS pharmacy is right now. In 1953, he and his family moved to Charleston to attend Eastern Illinois University. After graduating with a specialist degree in education, he returned to Sullivan and started teaching in a Decatur elementary school before being elected Moultrie County Superintendent of Schools in 1962. He served in that capacity from 1963 to 1975. After 49 years in education, his legacy still lives on today through this scholarship. So it is my honor to present the Delmar Elder Scholarship to Mina Corkill. Congratulations, Mina, and best of luck to you.
Thank you, Jana. The Billy Harris Educational Scholarship will be presented by Troy Rogers.
I'm Troy Rogers, and I'm here to present the award for the Bill Harris Memorial Scholarship. Bill Harris was a graduate of Sullivan High School class of 1991. He was a person who was liked and respected by everyone that knew him. He had an infectious smile and was a great friend, a classmate, and a son and a brother. While at Sullivan High School, he was a well-rounded scholar athlete. He was involved in football, basketball, track, baseball, and also show choir. He served as class president, was in the National Honor Society, and served on the principal's cabinet. He was the Male Athlete of the Year senior year. After high school, he attended Western Illinois University and played football while pursuing a degree in business. After working in Chicago for a few years, Bill returned to school at EIU to pursue a career in teaching. He was set to student teach the same semester I was when his life was tragically lost in a car accident. My son Dalton Harris was born the following October, and I'm very proud to have him carry Billy's name. The Bill Harris Scholarship was established to benefit a student pursuing a degree in education. The fund is added to each year by the Harris Golf Outing, which we were able to put on for 15 years. We'd like to thank everyone in our community who helped support those over the years. Well, this year we're actually going to have 2 scholarship winners. The first one is going to receive a scholarship of $1,000. This individual played 4 years of basketball on our extremely successful Lady Redskins basketball team. She also helped out the football team as a manager, and she mentored in SES all 4 years. She is planning on attending EIU in the fall and pursuing a degree in early childhood education. So our recipient of $1,000 this year is Kirsten O'Neill. Our other recipient will be receiving $3,500, and this individual is very involved in a lot of things: basketball, cheer, Sullivan Singers, dance team, volleyball, and also track, as well as many clubs like the NHS and EHS, Spanish Club, among others. Her wish is to go into early childhood education, but also get her degree in special education, and she plans to attend Illinois State University. I know that she will be awesome in this field of work. And so this year, the main award, the $3,500 scholarship, is going to Mina Corkill. Congratulations to both of you girls. Well deserved.
Thank you, Mr. Rogers. I hope all is well in your neighborhood. We now have the Calvin Family Memorial Scholarship presented by Nancy Shio.
Good evening. I'm Nancy Shalio. I'm a member of the Board of Directors for the Calvin Family Memorial Scholarship, and it's my privilege to represent the Calvin family this evening in presenting this award. First, I'd like to thank Mr. Allen and Mr. Walk for the opportunity to be a part of this award ceremony. The Calvin Family Memorial Scholarship was established in 1995, and it was established to reward a student athlete who exhibits a desire to work toward utilizing their God-given abilities and aspires to the principles that Bob Calvin instilled in his students as a teacher and coach at Sullivan High School. Those were commitment, desire, hard work, and pride in oneself, one's family, and one's community. Over the past 24 years, Mike Calvin traveled from his home in Maryland each spring to present this award that's in memory of his brother and his father, and to proudly share his family's story. He was very proud to call Sullivan his hometown. Mike's enduring dedication to perpetuating the scholarship was only exceeded by his passion for helping others. After a 10-month battle with cancer, Mike passed away on November 9th, 2019, and he is now memorialized along with his father and younger brother in this scholarship. He had a great sense of humor and personality that made people just want to spend time with him. He was a dedicated son, a loving father, husband, and an ardent mentor to countless colleagues. Mike was the oldest child of Bob and June Calvin. He grew up in Sullivan and was a 1970 graduate of Sullivan High School. He was a very gifted athlete with an exceptional work ethic who excelled in football, basketball, and track throughout his high school career. He was selected as all-area quarterback his junior and senior years, an all-state quarterback his senior years, and an all-area basketball player, averaging 22 points per game, and a 6'3" high jumper in track. Mike attended Eastern Illinois University, playing football and continuing his high jump career. In 1976, he graduated from Illinois State University. Mike and his wife Patricia were married in 1974, and in December of 1979, they welcomed their son, Robert Michael Calvin. After moving his family to Gaithersburg, Maryland, a suburb of Washington, D.C., he went to work for the American Association of Motor Vehicle Administrators, AMVA, and that was in 1987. During his 34 career with AMVA, he served in a wide variety of leadership roles and several times as acting president and CEO of the organization, all the while building and strengthening working relationships among motor vehicle administrators throughout the world. When he retired in 2015, he left a legacy of strong driver safety programs, productive relationships with federal and non-governmental organizations around the globe, and the development of the Real ID driver's license in response to the Real ID Act of 2005. Mike's younger brother, Mark, was an outstanding student and athlete. He attended Sullivan schools from kindergarten through his junior year in high school and completed his senior year at Gaithersburg, Maryland. There he graduated 6th in his class of 1,000 in the spring of 1974, and he was honored as Prep Football All-American. After graduating summa cum laude from Yale University, where he played football and was a 15-foot pole vaulter, Mark received an MBA from the University of New Mexico and was managing a $1 billion budget at Sandia Labs for the U.S. Department of Energy in Albuquerque at the time of his death. Mark died on Labor Day 1995 outside Aspen, Colorado on the Maroon Bell Peaks, doing something he loved, climbing a mountain. Bob Calvin was born in Mount Olive, Illinois, 1927, and after graduating from high school, he served 4 years in the Marine Corps. He and his wife, June, were married in 1948, and their family included 4 children and later 4 grandchildren. Bob played football for Eastern Illinois University, and after graduating in 1954, he taught and coached football at Nokomis High School for 2 years, and then at Sullivan High School for 14 years. In 1972, he went to work for the Highway Users Federation for Safety and Mobility in Washington, D.C., before retiring in 1995. Bob was enshrined in the Illinois High School Football Coaches Hall of Fame in 1990 with a winning record of 80% of the football games that he coached over his 16 career. In closing, I'd like to share Mike Calvin's own words with all of you. Many students have exceptional physical and mental abilities, but only a few use or attempt to use those abilities to their fullest. In today's world, to be successful, it's not just about talent or your God-given abilities. It's about desire and commitment and how you use what you have been given. It's not always the smartest or the strongest who succeed, whether they're excelling in the classroom, in the athletic arena, or in life. It's the individuals who push themselves to get the most out of what they have. They are the ultimate winners, and that is what this scholarship is all about. This year, the Scholarship Board of Directors felt that 2 students exemplified the ideals of the Calvin Family Memorial Scholarship and chose to award each a scholarship. So it's my privilege and my pleasure to award Catherine Ann Kite and Adelie Jane Ann Nichols with the 2020 Calvin Family Memorial Scholarship. Congratulations, ladies, and I look forward to meeting you in the near future, I hope. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mrs. Shayo. Next is the Gregg Taylor Memorial Track Scholarship presented by Callie Taylor.
The Gregg Taylor Memorial Scholarship was founded in 2018 to honor the life of Gregg Taylor, my father, a proud supporter of the SMS and SHS track programs for the past 22 years. Gregg's love of track and field began in Atwood, where he was a standout pole vaulter in the 1960s. Later, as a parent, Gregg enjoyed cheering on his 2 daughters and their teammates throughout their time as student athletes at Sullivan. Gregg spent hundreds of hours, stopwatch in hand, encouraging all the student athletes to utilize their full potential while displaying good sportsmanship on and off the track to their fellow teammates, coaches, and opponents. Gregg also believed that hard work, perseverance, commitment to learning, and dedication were the foundation to success not only in the track but in the classroom and as a productive member of the community. This scholarship was started to invest in student athletes' pursuit of a lifetime of learning and to help further their education. The first recipient of the $250 scholarship is a young lady that will be continuing her running career at Elmhurst College, where she will run track and field and cross country. And this recipient is Miss Catherine Kite. The second recipient is a member of the National Guard, and she will be attending Eastern Illinois University in the fall to pursue a career in nursing. And that recipient is Jessica Williamson. Congratulations, ladies.
Thank you, Coach Taylor. We now have the Sullivan Lions Club John Coach Ruskin Scholarship, which will be presented by Bill Van Kuren.
Hello, I'm Bill Van Kuren, the chairman of the Scholarship Committee of the Sullivan Lions Club. It is my honor to announce the winner of the John Coach Ruskin $1,000 scholarship. Coach Ruskin retired from the Sullivan School District after teaching and coaching for 38 years at the junior high middle school level. Furthermore, Coach Ruskin has been in the Lions Club for almost 70 years. This year, this special scholarship is awarded to Adelie Nichols. She was the overwhelming selection of our 5-member committee. Adelie's essay, The Importance of the Lions Club in Sullivan and the World, her 4-point GPA, her extracurricular activities, and community service were areas where she was outstanding. One of her current teachers at Sullivan High School described Adelie as a very talented student and a natural leader in the classroom. She plans to attend Eastern Illinois University and follow a pre-med track. She hopes to become a pediatrician or a pediatric nurse practitioner. The members of the Sullivan Lions Club wish this super outstanding young lady our best wishes and congratulations on such an outstanding 4 years at Sullivan High School. Adelie, good luck in your future endeavors.
Thank you, Bill. Next will be the Lippincott Scholarship that will be presented by Laura Reichert.
I am Laura Reichert of First Mid Wealth Management Company, presenting the Lippincott Scholarship. Each recipient will receive $1,100. This year, we are pleased to announce the recipients as Kelsey Winings, Seth Mayberry, Jessica Williamson, Catherine Kite, Cheyenne Hunter, Aaron Garvey, Caitlin White, Avery Still, and Mina Corkill. Congratulations.
Thank you, Laura. The DMH Schrodt Scholarship will be presented by Drew Early from Decatur Memorial Hospital.
Hi, my name's Drew Early, President and CEO of Decatur Memorial Hospital. It is my pleasure today to name the 2020 recipient of the Dr. Joseph Schrodt DMH Foundation Scholarship. It is my pleasure to congratulate Aaron Garvey on achieving this award. The scholarship was founded in 1997 in the name of Dr. Joseph Schrodt, an orthopedic surgeon on the medical staff of DMH for over 30 years. And it is our pleasure to recognize Aaron for his achievements in school, and we wish him luck as he moves forward with his academic career. Congratulations.
Thank you, Drew. I will be presenting the following scholarships on behalf of the contributors. The Schrodt Family Scholarship is for $1,000 one time, and the senior may choose his or her course of study. The Schrodt family does not participate in the selection of the winners. The selection committee is chosen from teachers at the high school. Dr. Schrodt had the following to say: I grew up 2 blocks from the high school. The present pandemic reminds me of my choice of career in medicine and surgery. This was orthopedic surgery. In the beginning, I had 3 brothers, Burl, Keith, and Ivan. Burl, Ivan, and my late wife, Martha, are all members, as I am, of the Hall of Fame. The nursing wing at Richland Community College, the Schrodt Health Education Center, is named after Martha. She answered a want ad for a teacher and was the first teacher there. She taught there for 25 years. My brothers, Burl and Ivan, are both PhD chemical engineers. During the second semester of my sophomore year at the University of Illinois, I was studying chemical engineering. My brother, Keith, was a senior at Sullivan High School, and he came to visit me. He was in a car accident, and he died the next day. This was my first exposure to medicine and to trauma. I thought the doctors did not know a lot. I changed my major to pre-medicine. Now, with the pandemic, we all know that doctors do not know everything. My way to encourage students during my career was to explain the wonderful exposure gained by going to school and continuing to learn through a lifetime. I am always impressed by the caliber of students here who apply for these scholarships. For the Martha and Joseph Schrodt Family Scholarship, the recipient is Caitlin White. Congratulations, Caitlin. Next, we have the Sandra Ball Stone and Paul L. Stone Scholarship. To be awarded this scholarship, a student must be admitted as a student to Eastern Illinois University at the time of selection and must be in good academic standing. The chosen recipient must be a graduate of Sullivan High School and enrolled as a full-time student at Eastern, with preference being given to those seeking a degree in the College of Education. The recipient for this year's Sandra Ball Stone and Paul L. Stone Scholarship is Kirsten O'Neill. Congratulations, Kirsten. The Marvin Rice Oris Punches Scholarship is awarded to a deserving student who exhibits genuine interest in the educational process and is a good citizen of the school and community. The recipient of this scholarship is a dedicated individual who has a passion to do well in school and beyond. The recipient of this is certainly representative of that. It is with great honor to award this scholarship to Cheyenne Hunter. Congratulations, Cheyenne. The Leon Lane Scholarship is next. Leon Lane, the son of Walter and Alida Lane, was born January 17, 1926 in Moultrie County, Illinois. He went to school in Sullivan from 1st grade through 5th grade. He moved to Springfield and finished grade school at Butler Junior High School. Leon graduated from Girard High School in Girard, Illinois, where he was active in all sports and extracurricular activities. He was a very good student and athlete. He was first team all-conference in basketball and football, both his junior and senior year. He was team captain of both sports. He also was outstanding in track. Leon served 2 years in the U.S. Army Air Force. He and his family moved back to Sullivan in early 1946, and he married Evelyn Burns in September 1946. They have 5 sons, all of whom graduated from Sullivan High School, and they all participated in sports and other activities. Leon graduated from Missouri Auction School in 1954 and was an auctioneer for 45 years. He and Evelyn were owners of Citizens Abstract Company for 25 years. Leon was interested in city government and was elected to the city council in 1963. He served 2 terms on the council and became mayor in 1971. He served 5 terms as mayor and was just starting his 6th term when he passed away. He loved the city and the people in it, and he tried his very best to do what was right and best for them. He was very interested in Sullivan schools, and especially sports activities in which his children and grandchildren were involved. Leon died at home on October 8, 1999. He loved his life and gave his all to the city and to family and friends, of which he had many. The chosen recipient of this award must maintain a good GPA, be involved in athletics, complete an essay on civic responsibility, and must be enrolled in an institution of higher education. This year's candidate, again, certainly meets those requirements. Congratulations to Catherine Kite. Congratulations, Katie. Next, we have the J. Leonard Brown Scholarship. The J. Leonard Brown was born on August 29, 1907 in Macon County. After graduation from Assumption High School, he attended the Teachers College in Bloomington, Illinois. He was always proud of his teaching career and interested in young people. He worked as an assistant engineer with A.E. Staley Company for 30 years. He served in the Army Air Force during World War II and was a member of the Moultrie County Farm Bureau for 37 years. In his will, Mr. Brown generously established an endowment for a scholarship to be awarded each year to Moultrie County youth based on financial need and academic standards. This year, the J. Leonard Brown Scholarship is awarded to Catherine Kite. Congratulations, Kate. Next, we have the Dennis Hutchings Memorial Scholarship. This scholarship honors the memory of Mr. Denny Hutchings, who served the Sullivan School District for 30 years as a beloved high school counselor. Mr. Hutchings brought a professional and caring approach to his job, and he was respected and loved by faculty and students alike. The recipient will be a student who intends to follow a course of study in college, which will lead to certification as a teacher. The recipient will have been admitted to a college program, either a 4-year university or community college, which is focused on obtaining certification in the field of education, such as a teacher, guidance counselor, social worker, or school psychologist. The recipient will be a person who has demonstrated a spirit of service to others. I believe the young man chosen is very representative of this spirit of this scholarship. Congratulations to Zane Gardner. And lastly, we have the Seth Dunscombe Scholar Athletic Memorial Scholarship, and the following script was sent to me by Connie Dunscombe. Last May, there were 2 recipients of the Seth Dunscombe Scholar Athlete Scholarship. Brody Goss was recognized last May, and Natalie Drury was recognized at a later date. I would like to recognize Natalie tonight. She is a freshman at St. Louis University. I hope she is watching this video. This scholarship is for what a student has done for 4 years. It is a Scholar Athlete Scholarship. The student needs to have a B or higher grade point average, letter in athletics, and have a letter of recommendation from a teacher, coach, or administrator illustrating leadership and character. There is a clause in the qualification that says there will be a preference for a swimmer who meets the requirements plus has qualified for state. Brody Goss qualified for state in an individual event, and Natalie Drury qualified for state 3 years in a relay. A swimmer usually has to swim all year and also swims double in the summer to get the qualifying time needed for a high school state. Going to high school state in swimming is a big accomplishment because there are no classes separating school size. A swimmer swims again with all swimmers who qualify from Illinois, and Illinois is huge. So congratulations to Brody and Natalie. This scholarship is named for Seth Dunscombe, who was a 1993 graduate. Seth was a competitive swimmer from the age of 6 through college. He swam for United States Swimming with the Blue Dolphins from age 6 to age 12, and from age 12 through high school with the Decatur Swim Club. He swam in Decatur at Milliken because the Civic Center pool was being repaired. After high school, Seth went to the University of Kansas on a swimming scholarship to study mechanical engineering. In Seth's whole swimming career, he swam in 23 states and won 15 state championships. While at Sullivan High School, Seth swam at high school state all 4 years. And in February of his senior year at state, he broke a 10-year state record in the 200 individual medley. He also placed third in the 100 backstroke. Those 2 times ranked him nationally as high school All-America. In May of his senior year, Seth competed in track. He was also training in swimming. At the state track meet, he placed second in the discus and 5th in the shot put. Seth enjoyed both sports, but he always knew academics came first. We never worried about Seth's grades because we knew that without that, he could not do what he enjoyed, and that was athletic competition. Today, I want to recognize an outstanding senior who has competed in athletic competition for 4 years and has met all the qualifications of the scholarship. The Seth Dunscombe Scholar Athlete Memorial Scholarship is awarded to Catherine Kite. Congratulations, Kate. Well, that concludes this evening's program. Speaking from an educator's perspective, this has always been a very special evening. On one hand, you get to see community groups and individuals working to provide tremendous opportunity for our students. At the same time, you get to see students rewarded for their hard work through these generous gifts. Sullivan schools are truly blessed to be a part of such a generous and caring community, and equally as blessed to have such exceptional students in our schools. Thank you for joining us this evening, and congratulations to our award recipients.